Bitcoin versus real estate. Why Bitcoin is a better investment. Hi there, it's Luigi, and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we are going to examine the difference between Bitcoin and real estate and why Bitcoin is a better investment. So if you dig these kinds of videos, then keep on watching. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency that doesn't have a central bank or government that keeps an eye on it. Instead, it uses peer-to-peer software and cryptography to keep everything safe. All Bitcoin transactions are recorded in a public ledger, and copies are kept on servers all over the world. One of these servers, called a node, can be set up by anyone with a spare computer. Instead of relying on a single source of trust like a bank, these nodes use cryptography to agree on who owns which coins. Every transaction is made public and shared from one node to the next. About every 10 minutes, miners put together all of these transactions into a group called a block and add it to the blockchain. This is the last word on Bitcoin's account book. Virtual currencies are kept in digital wallets, which are similar to physical wallets for physical coins. You can use client software or a variety of online and hardware tools to get your virtual currencies. At the moment, Bitcoins can be broken down into 7 decimal places. A milli is 1,000th of a Bitcoin, and a Satoshi is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. In reality, there is neither a Bitcoin nor a wallet. Instead, the network agrees on who owns a coin. When making a transaction, a private key is used to show that the person making the transaction is the owner of the funds. A brain wallet is the idea that a person could just remember their private key and not need anything else to get or spend their virtual cash. What is real estate? Real estate is the land and any permanent improvements like water, trees, minerals, buildings, homes, fences, and bridges that are attached to it. These improvements can be natural or made by people. Real property includes real estate. It is different from personal properties, which includes things like cars, boats, jewelry, furniture, and farm tools that are not permanently attached to land. Real property should not be confused with personal property, which includes everything that isn't real property. The most important thing about personal property is that it can be moved. Things like cars, boats, furniture, clothes, and smartphones are all examples of this. Now, people often argue about whether to invest in real estate or Bitcoin when they have some extra money. Some people would rather not let their money sit in banks with low interest rates and let it collect dust. Instead, they invest in different assets that will be worth more in the future. In general, real estate is a great traditional way to put your money to work, but Bitcoin could give you a higher return. One of the best investments in recent years has been the popular digital currency. Since it was first made in 2008, its value has grown to numbers that would make your mouth water. Those who bought Bitcoin, also known as BTC, back then and have kept it until now have made a lot of money. Due to a number of economic factors, cryptocurrencies may soon be used by a lot of people. If this happens, Bitcoin could reach even higher highs. Because of this, it can seem like a better investment than real estate. Why is it a good idea to invest in Bitcoin? Even though it is volatile, Bitcoin is one of the best yields. This is because people are becoming more interested in the idea that Bitcoin could replace traditional money. By using blockchain technology, Bitcoin is said to be a currency that can't be changed. The technology it's made with also makes it hard for it to lose value over time. But the currency isn't even close to reaching its full potential, and it could keep going up at a fast rate over the next few years. Compared to what it was worth 5 years ago, Bitcoin is now worth 6,000% more, which is an amazing feat for an investment. Many serious investors and organizations are becoming more interested in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Banks like JP Morgan said that Bitcoin's price could reach $150,000 in the next few years. El Salvador was also the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal currency in October 2021. Such actions are just the start of how Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will be used. As more people look at digital assets as another way to invest, they may become even more popular. Also, getting into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is easier than getting into real estate. This makes it possible for the average investor who doesn't have a lot of money to start investing. The cons of investing in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a lot of good points, but it also has some bad ones. People often talk about how volatile digital currency is. The prices could change a lot from day to day and from month to month. So if you're new to the space, it is not usually a good idea to buy it as a short-term investment. When dealing with cryptocurrencies in the short term, it is very important to know when to buy and when to sell. But if you look at it over a long period of time, the high-risk, high-reward scenario could make it worth it. When it comes to regulation, there is still a certain amount of uncertainty. El Salvador did make Bitcoin a legal currency, but other big countries aren't sure about the technology just yet. For example, along with making all cryptocurrency transactions illegal, China has also made it illegal to mine crypto in the country. In a similar way, Russia toyed with the idea of banning cryptocurrencies but has since denied that claim. What are the pros of investing in real estate? The price of real estate has a great track record of going up. Take the prices of houses in the US as an example. In the last 3 months of 2016, the average price of a house was about $360,000. 5 years later, the price is around $478,000. That seems like a great accomplishment for a business. People know that real estate was one of the safest ways to invest in the past. Also, real estate is a physical asset, while cryptocurrency is not. This lets a person who owns a property rent it out. In exchange, the rent one gets can be a source of passive income. People can rent them out for both short and long periods of time on websites like Booking.com and Airbnb. Real estate is valuable because everyone needs a place to live. Not only that, but you can also think about the many different kinds of real estate, offices, garages, and so on. All of these things have value on their own, and as the world's population keeps growing, so has the demand for them. Cons of investing in real estate. Most people know that investing in real estate costs a lot of money up front. If you don't have a lot of money, you have to get a mortgage to buy real estate as an asset. Also, properties usually need a lot of work to keep them in good shape. Whether there are leaky pipes or a broken lamp in the bedroom, these things need to be fixed. Some people see this as a problem because the owner would have to find time to fix it or pay someone else to do it. In turn, this can lead to more unexpected costs. Real estate is also not as liquid as Bitcoin, which is something to think about. In contrast to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which can be sold at any time, it takes a certain amount of time before a deal is made on a property. Potential buyers or renters have to come see the place, talk about it with their families, negotiate a deal, possibly turn down the deal, and so on. Since 2017, the prices of both real estate and Bitcoin have gone up by a lot, but the next 5 years might show something very different. Even though prices have changed a lot, it looks like people who invested in crypto 5 years ago will have made a lot more money than those who put the same amount of money into real estate. But only time will tell. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and we'll see you later.